How are you doing today? We got a commercial for you. So now you know who it is. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here with two of the members of Effects May Vary. We got Kyle and we got Charlotte with us. How are you doing today, lady and gentlemen?
Excited to be here.
Right, awesome. Kyle married you?
Yes.
Yeah, that's you? Okay. I'm tagging you on the page right now so that you can share it with your circle. And yeah, we're going to chop it up quite shortly. There we go. All
Fantastic.
Right. Excellent. So let's begin at the start. Effects may vary, ladies and gentlemen. Let me show you who. Let me get a caption up here so you can follow them on Facebook. And we're here for episode 81 of Candid Conversations. This is, oh man, every episode is a milestone for me because you never know what's going to happen in today's society. So I'm glad to have you out here. This is like a first for me because, well, yeah, a first because like I have never met. Sorry, I have a bad attention span and someone just flashed the light outside.
It's like something shiny.
Yeah, exactly. It was terrible. And I was trying to be so professional about it. Like I told her twice, it's just like. But yeah, so let's talk about you. How are you doing? How was your day? Like, how's life treating you?
Didn't do much today. Just worked all day. Been excited to get here and be talking with you guys.
All right. Awesome. How about you, Charlotte?
I didn't do very much today either. I took River, my service dog, to Walmart for some training.
Okay.
And yeah, that's about it.
All right. Yeah. Well, what much can we do really with everything all crammed up the way that it is? So, yeah. How have you been managing to maintain your sanity in all of this, like this uproar, this hoopla?
Magical thing. It's called a PlayStation.
Nice. What game are you playing?
I actually just finished. I'm way behind the curve because I bought my PlayStation like a year ago. But I just finished Horizon Zero Dawn. I finished the game yesterday.
Okay.
It was amazing. If anybody hasn't played it yet, play that freaking game. I'm also a big fan of farm simulators. So I have Stardew Valley. And I play the crap out of that too.
Okay. What about you, Kyle?
Playing the games as well. Thanks for the reminder about Horizon Zero Dawn. It's been sitting on my Steam for months. But I'm going to have to get back into that now. And yeah, writing songs, trying to keep busy with the music. As I said, I'm working from home, so that keeps me busy too.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Do you want to talk about what you do for what kind of work you do?
Yeah, I sell lab equipment to high-end research labs. Not directly, like I generate sales leads for another company. But yeah, it's pretty exciting stuff. I get to talk to a lot of new people.
That was a bit of a culture shock for me. I'm sorry. I try not to. Like I saw the beard and I assumed, and it happened again. Like, beards don't often get the reputation they deserve. You expect people to be doing something like hard and laborious kind of thing. I know a few people that I've made that assumption and found out that they do things that are outside of that skew. So, like lab equipment, how did you get into that?
I responded to an ad back in August, and I I've still never met my employers face to face. We talk daily on Messenger, but no, phone interview followed by a second phone interview, and they liked what I got, so got the job.
Okay. So, Charlotte, when did the band start? How long have you guys been working together?
So we started at around the end of 2019. So just when all of this COVID stuff was starting, unfortunately for us. Mm-hmm. Do you want me to tell the story of how the band actually started, Kyle? It's a great story.
Yeah. I think you're the one to tell it.
Okay.
So I was at a show for a band that I know, and they asked me to sit at their merch table, so I was just sitting there chilling. And Kyle was also at the show, and he noticed me from across the room because I was wearing my awesome In This Moment band t-shirt that I had just gotten because I had just gone to see them. And so he came over to flirt with me because of my awesome t-shirt. And then we got talking, and I mentioned that I had been in a band and I was looking for a new one. And Kyle was like, yo, I'm starting a band. Do you want to be in it? And yeah, that's kind of how we started. And I love to tell people that our band started because Kyle wanted to hit on me.
Nice. But don't you both have your own people now?
Oh yeah, I was.
Oh no, I'm still aimlessly screaming into the void. But yeah, she's getting married.
I had to shoot him down real hard and tell him actually I'm engaged.
Well, that's definitely a story. And you guys have been we're going on a year and a bit now.
Yep.
Awesome. So, okay, I always ask the origin story of the name because, a few people, I don't know if everybody realizes that the more marketable your name is, the more success you're likely to have. The more someone is willing to repeat your name because it has a panache or the je ne sais quoi. And, yeah, I don't know how you get to say it. If you were to say that in English, it wouldn't sound as nice. It has that I don't know what. The je ne sais quoi. So it does have that degree of je ne sais quoi. So how did you come up with the name? What sparked that?
We were sitting in the rehearsal space being like, what are we going to call ourselves? And I don't even remember. Do you remember who came up with the name in the end?
Actually, so the original idea, I always wanted to have a band called Residual Side Effect. Okay. And Kyle was like, me, that one's okay. And then we went to Side Effect, but Side Effect was already taken. So then Kyle was sitting there and he's like, oh my gosh, effects may vary. And I was like, that's it. That's our band name.
Yeah, that's awesome. I can get with that origin story. Got to be a part of the development. So you have... Okay, I saw the post earlier. You have a release that's happening on, was it CIUT? Forgive the person, but see, that's the thing. And I'm sure you guys understand, the social media just keeps going now because more people are in, so they have the time. Forgive the buzzing on the table. But
okay.
So you're CIUT? Did I say it right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you have a song going to be released on there tonight at 12 o'clock? Okay, so let's see what's going on here. You know what? I'll just download the audio and upload it later. I was supposed to start on another channel, and it's just not cooperating with me. So I'm going to download the audio, upload it later. Anybody who's watching, you get to see the live version of what's happening. We're here with Effects May Vary. By the way, check out their Facebook, facebook.com/FX May Vary.
Right down bottom of the screen.
Right there. So, and what else? I do have one of your songs. I'm not sure if it's a song that's being released, but I have Scarlett here in queue. Excuse me. And if it's all right with you, we can play it and give those watching a sample of what it is that you do.
Yeah, go for it.
Give him a taste.
All right.
I love that part.
So do I.
I like the breakdown. I had to do that.
I was like, is it skipping or?
No, that was all me.
I'm sitting here going, what? Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was me.
I will never get tired of that.
I wonder if Nick can still play it the same way. He's got about 100 different versions of that solo.
Okay, yeah, I can imagine, because that does not sound like it's something easy to play. So,
honestly, he just, I don't know how, but that guy's amazing.
So, who plays what? Because I think I heard the two of you singing.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay, that's definitely a melodic combination. Like, I like the way it sounds. Like the way your voices sound together, they harmonize very well. Like you could hear the rage, and you could hear the emotion. I don't even want to call it rage. You can hear the passion. You can hear the emotion in what's going on, and like that's dope. That's dope. So
yeah. So I guess to answer your question, then, funny that you picked the one song that we're working on right now where I did the lead vocal, because she is officially, she's over there now. She is our lead vocalist.
Okay.
That just happened to be a song that I had written years ago and been playing around with for a long time with various people. And so it was kind of natural that when we got together as a band, I wanted to get it recorded and released, and everybody was like, hell yeah.
Right.
So I got to do the lead on that. But she is our lead vocalist. I play the bass guitar, and we're thinking about maybe adding some keyboards because I have some skill with that as well.
Okay.
And then we got my buddies Nick and Eric on the guitar and the drums.
All right. That's an eclectic mix right there. That's definitely, like I said, and there's so much happening up here by way of talent in this country. And at risk of, at risk of promoting myself for a minute, I suppose if you want to check out sharetheshock.ca, because we have a website that is built to promote what's going on, things like this. So when this is up, the podcast will be available. You guys are actually going to be the first podcast, or the first people I have on my Candid Conversations channel that I'm just opening now on Facebook. So this is going to be the first one, the first episode that anybody's going to be able to see on there. They're going to have to dig for everything else. So
it's an evening of firsts. I like it.
Yes,
there we go.
It is. So yeah, back to this. Effects may vary. Your Facebook page, that's where anybody could find you. So what was your, and you guys could pick who goes first. What was your most exciting concert experience? Whether or not it was you playing or you being at a concert.
Okay. I'm glad there's the being at a concert one. Okay. So the most exciting concert that I've ever gone to was my very first show. I went to see Slipknot as my very first show.
Wow.
And there was one point where the lead singer was like, okay, everybody get down on your knees. And everybody got down on their knees except for this one guy. And that poor guy, this other guy, and he turns around and he's like, hey, he told you to get on your knees. And the guy's like, no, I'm not getting on my knee. And so they just started fighting, and I was less than 4 feet away from this guy, and his earring flew past my face. And
he must have box hard.
Yeah, he got clocked. That guy definitely got his, yeah. And it was definitely an experience. I'm not saying it was a positive one, but it was the most interesting experience at a concert I've ever had. The second one I ever had was I was at, oh my God, I can't think of their name right now. No, I can't think of their name right now. But I decided to crowd surf for the very first time.
Oh my gosh, I've always wanted to see that, but I'm a big dude.
And they dropped me.
No! That's why I don't do it. That's exactly...
So I was like, I'm fine. I'm, however much weight. I'm not admitting that on camera, but, I weigh this much. I should be fine. And yeah, I was crowd surfing, and then this other girl was crowd surfing, and they kind of crowd surfed her like on top of me. And then they were like, okay, one of you's got to go. So they dropped me and kept crowd surfing her. And I was like,
oh my gosh, no.
That's
I
brutal.
had to tell my dad why I got a concussion when I ended up in the hospital the next day.
Oh,
and
I'm sorry.
It wasn't fun.
No, I can imagine. Oh my goodness, like that's people nowadays, huh?
Best show I've ever been to, though.
All right. I noticed you said you went to the hospital the next day. You finished out the rest of the concert.
Oh, of course I did.
That's metal right there. That's metal hard. All right. So now what genre would you classify yourself as, so people know where to look for you?
Well, I'm pretty sure most stores would just put us under the rock banner if we ever had an album in a store. Okay. But part of the reason we chose our name, Effects May Vary, is because we don't like adhering to a label. I don't want to just write pop rock or just write metalcore or something. I want to write the song that comes to mind. And so if every song needs a different subgenre tagged onto it, that's fine by me.
Okay. So you're doing what I like to see bands do. You're breaking barriers. Because why should, like, it's like when people, I get so tired. Oh, you must do hip hop. Yes, I do hip hop, but that's not the only thing I do. Thank you very much. I was in a metal band before, but like, this thing was stereotype. So it's like, what, like, have you ever been stereotyped for something that, like, is not the case? Like, has anyone ever come up to you and just said something to you that's just so preposterous that you want to backhand them but don't? Because you don't want the legal ramifications.
Yes.
Okay. If you want to share it, by all means.
Well, all right. So, one thing that I never hide, like I'm proud of it. For many, many years, I was an opera singer.
I knew I heard something in your voice.
For many, many years, I was an opera singer. And every time I start a new job somewhere, or every time I meet a new group of people that I'm hanging out with and it comes up, they'll be like, no, you're not. Because one, look at me like I'm all metal all the time. And they're like, there's no way that you ever sang opera. And so they make me prove it.
Do you hit him with a Figaro?
No, I tend to prefer hitting them with a little bit of the a little bit of Leporello from Mozart's Don Giovanni.
Okay, even the way he said Leporello, it's just like, okay, hold on a second. It's like, it sounds like me when I start to get all Caribbean and shit. Like, I just slip into that. I like, you'll hear me talk like this. This is my Canadian voice, but if you ever catch me when I'm starting to get a little edgy or excited, and it's just chat so and things gone, so I just have to talk so cause I say go on. But so do you want to give a sample? Because now I've been culture shocked twice by this group. Yeah, I'm sitting here and it's like, wow, he sings opera. She is a gamer. Like, she don't always go together. I don't think you really, I remember one time walking into a fucking EB Games, and I was stunned because the last time before I went in there, it was just guys. So then a couple months passed, and I had to go back and get a game, and then I went in there and I just saw two women. I'm just like,
they let you guys in here?
Yeah, like that's what I'm just like, okay, you're taking over the world. Forget it. Then I went to another.
We have to get our feminine hands on everything.
Exactly. Yes, you do. Straight up. Because there's not. I'll admit it. There's nothing that a man can do that a woman can't. Well, there's few things a man can do that a woman can, and those are all anatomical. So, you know what I mean? And even then, like, I would never even. There's things that a woman could do that a man I would never even want to do. So, like, we got it pretty easy as men. We really do. Like, we really do. So, yeah, but I saw them and I was just like, women, video games, huh? And then, like, it was further contorted when I went to the mall because I saw a woman working on a phone. And these are things that are often like pull the phone apart in the circuitry, fixing that shit. And I'm just like, I felt bad thinking that, oh my gosh, I can't believe a woman's doing this. But at the same time, like, I was happy to see that a woman was doing it. Like, because these are things that you typically stereotype men for doing. And I have a daughter, so I don't want her to think, oh, I can't do this because only men do that. So what have you seen, Charlotte, what evolution have you seen where it comes to women in the working world or women in today's society over the last 5-10 years that you recognize?
Oh, geez.
Yeah. I had to give you a hard question. You look like a thinker.
Well, I mean, that's a hard one, actually. I mean, we could even go to like what I do as a job, because that's not usually what you'd find a girl doing. I build cars.
What?
I work for Honda Canada Manufacturing.
Holy shit! This is awesome. I love this. Like, I came in here with like so many so many perspectives, and I'm just like, no, I'm going to talk to them directly. I want to hear it from the horse's mouth, so to speak. So you work on cars.
I work on cars.
That is intense. That is, because you're right. Like you don't really typically see, but now there's a lot coming around. Like there's more coming around to, like, even down to the other day. I think it was like the first female NFL referee in a Super Bowl. It's like, so what's your favorite part about building cars?
I mean, it's line work, right? So it's not anything building. But I find that I can use that time to think, and I've written at least 4 songs while I've been working there. I write in my spare time, so I come up with a lot of stories and characters and plots and stuff, and like it's just a lot of time to think. So it's
that's awesome. That's good.
That, and the people that work there are dynamite. Like if you want to meet some really, really nice people, go build some cars.
Okay. All right. True. That's dope. All right. So I like this. This is honestly, this is like part of the reason I started the show, like to be able to get to know more people in the world, in the working world, in the music community, and just try to find common ground and establish some means by which we can all grow and develop. I'm learning things that I never thought, and I'm breaking, like, there's stereotypes that, like, preconceived stereotypes, again, that not with any ill will, but that exist. So I'm trying to show people, hey, like metal, hip hop, rock, country, it doesn't really matter. It's all music. You know what I mean? We're all here, like opera. I can't believe opera. You're right. Like I never would have assumed you did opera. Like, but now that you said it, like I can kind of hear it in your voice. Like when you were singing, like I heard something. And like you both had, like I said, your voices combine very well. So like if you want to endeavor into more harmonized lyrics like that, that's something to look at because it came off well. I don't know, man. I'm just at a loss here because like I had a list of questions and I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna ask certain questions and then based on what they respond, I'm gonna go on to other things. But it's just like now I have to rearrange the questions because you guys have just like, again, you think the big gruff looking guy would be working on the cars. You know?
To be fair, I used to. I did do line work at a Honda subsidiary about 5-6 years ago. But I hated factory work. It was not for me.
Okay. All right, that's cool. We got Jay back behind the scenes. Got to shout him out because, you know what I mean, he's helping with things. Do we have anybody in the chat? Okay, Alan Northrop says, effects may vary. Oh, shoot. Bang. You know what I mean? I got to reply to that. Okay, let me reply to that. So, wait, I got to hide it and then reply to it. It won't let me reply to it. So, Jeff Malish. Jeff Malish says, "What up, the blog? How you doing, Jeff? I was just out yesterday filming the Ass Pocket podcast. That is a podcast hosted by Jeff Malish and BG, 2 eccentric hosts that are definitely, you know what I mean, working on the podcast game out in Niagara region. I'm doing a little bit of work with them. We're trying to establish a bit of a circuit out here where, like, you know what I mean, everybody's guest goes to everybody's podcast and, you know, but there's a few hiccups in that because not everybody's circle works with everybody's circle kind of thing. You know what I mean? It's you ever have that friend that's good friends with you, but you bring them around other people and they're just a complete dick?
Yep.
Like,
oh, most definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's basically, that's some of the situations that I have to deal with. And it's like, you know, it's like, I have a bad habit. I could, like, one of my sayings is, like, even the devil was an angel once. So it's like I try to see the good, but if I have to say that 4 times, then they just the devil. Because I only got 4 cheeks to turn, and I'm not getting dizzy for nobody. So
I like that. 4 cheeks to turn. That's a new one.
yeah. I'm telling you, they say my mom used to be like all the time. She'd preach that to me because I have not a short temper, but I'm quick to react. So like she'd be like, "You gotta turn the other cheek," and I said, "Mom, listen, I have 4 cheeks to turn, and once I turn the 4th one, I'm coming back with a closed fist because I don't like this. I don't like this." And it's not like for anybody to. It's not for anybody to feel anyway, but it's just like I don't think as artists we should have to water ourselves down because people don't understand the full breadth of our capacity.
It speaks to me.
Yeah, it's like okay, case in point. Out here there's a lot of bassists, well, not bassists, sorry. There's a lot of string instrument players. And I see them play and I'm just like, yeah, wicked. I could never do that. Because they've been playing for years. So for me to go and pick up an instrument now, yeah, I can learn it, but am I going to be able to play it as well as them? No, because they have the time ahead of me. So instead of picking up a stringed instrument and doing what everybody else did, I picked up a cajon. I started playing that because I have a few years of history in the drums. So have you ever had to call an audible based on like going to a performance and seeing someone performing and had to say, okay, well, they just did that, so we can't do we got to change up what we're going to do. Have you ever had that kind of situation present itself?
I don't know about Charlotte, but I have.
Nope.
Okay.
So not anything to do with playing in bands or anything, but I used to do competitions for classical music, and I went to a competition in the States once, and I was able to hear what all the other guys ahead of me were singing in the room, mm-hmm. and they were all singing the same song that I had prepared, but I'd prepared like 3 or 4, right? Okay. So everybody was going in there and choosing to sing one of their 3 songs, and it was always the same one. So I'm like, well, I was going to do that too, but I guess I'll just pivot over to this one.
Yeah.
And I ended up being the one that moved on. So.
Right on. That's good stuff. I like to hear those success stories. Oh man. Okay. So, Charlotte.
Yes.
What is something that everybody needs to know about you?
Something that everybody needs to know about me.
Yes.
I'm gonna go with the fact that I'm really humble. I mean, everybody sees the lead vocalist and the front person and they're all like, oh, what a big personality and all that stuff. And, I've got a pretty big personality. I'm awesome. I'm not going to lie. But I'm very approachable. If you come up and talk to me, I will fully have a conversation with you. I love talking to people. And I'm just, I'm super friendly and I'm really excited to meet everybody. So,
that I can attest to that truth because the way Hot Apollo was talking to you was just like he spoke about you, and I'm just like, okay, like these people are like significant, so I gotta watch how I talk to them because they might be a little staunch, you know what I mean? Because some people like when they have, you know what I'm talking about, like there's some people who just like, oh yeah,
it's all about me and look at me, ooh.
And it's just like I can't do that. So I was kind of not hesitant, but I was leery. So when you're like, oh yeah, this is great, I'm all about that. I was just like, the energy came through the phone. I'm just like, this is awesome. Like, all right, cool. Like, a humble person, good character. I can exchange information. I can get information. This is great. So, I commend you for having the character to match your skill set. Because there's some people that are skilled and they don't really know how to act. Yeah. Yeah. I shouldn't even say that because I'm still in the adolescence of my adulthood. Yeah, I do dumb shit from time to time. It's fun. So we just got
Remember the story where I got dropped while crowd surfing?
Yeah.
We all do dumb shit.
True. So, like, did you guys get hit with snow up there? Like, we got
so much snow.
Mm-hmm. It was, oh my gosh, it was crazy. Like, it was, and the thing is, the whole week, perfectly fine. As soon as I have to go somewhere, pounded.
Yep.
Of course.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I guess the Savage Blue crew is hunting right now. I am checking my. I'm gonna stop dropping company names because they're not sponsoring me yet. But donations are welcome. At sharetheshock@gmail.com. I just set up the PayPal. You know what I mean? We are looking to, get some investors and some investments or donations so that we can continue to make this stuff grow. So sharetheshock@gmail.com. Your donations will go to making episodes like this possible and future ventures, like, I don't know, festivals if the world ever opens up, happen. So, yeah, sharetheshock@gmail.com. Check us out. Oh, you can also check us at sharetheshock.ca. That is our website, the Explosive North /Culture Shock website. You can find some of our affiliates on there, as well as content from the Culture Shock magazine, and we're going to go into commercial from our sponsors. You see them pepper, yeah? You know them, Mac? Soulicious pepper sauce. Too hot for tech. XX Inferno. We have 2 flavor. Bring one for your friend or even your neighbor. Soulicious pepper sauce. Look on the ingredients. No fat in it. And we have spice. Soulicious pepper sauce. We have the niceness. Put it in your drink and spice it up. Yes. Soulicious pepper sauce. We have apron too. So worth to eat. Just right for you. Sorry. That is
I kind of want pepper sauce now.
Soulicious pepper sauce. I'm telling you, bro, they are. I think the XX Inferno is $15 a bottle, and the regular one is $10. But it's a $10 well spent. It's like $10 or $15 well spent. It's actual, like, when you taste the pepper sauce, you're not tasting processed. You're tasting like the actual pepper flakes. Like, I swear they blend them and they just blend it and pour it into the bottle. I'm sure they do more than that. But, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm sure there's more to it, but it's like they just blend the peppers and put it in the bottle and then say, here's some tastiness. My mouth is watering literally just thinking about it because I remember having it. So, yeah, no, it's definitely good. I don't even really do pepper sauce like that. I just recently started. So, it's nice. So, where is, I guess, everybody has a comfort zone. When was the last time you stepped out of yours, and what was it that you did?
Kyle?
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
Because I'm trying to think too.
I guess I have a pretty large comfort zone. I like to try new stuff. I like to meet new people all the time.
All right.
Yeah, I don't even know what would count anymore as out of the comfort zone. I'd have to get pretty out there.
Oh man! All right.
Okay, so we recently released our song Second Stage, and when we first released Scarlet, I'm known at work as the quiet one.
Okay.
Hard to believe, but I'm known as the quiet one because I just kind of show up, do my job, leave. And so I went around with these little slips of paper and handed them out to everybody that I work with, and it said, Scarlet, effects may vary, check it out. And a lot of them, that was me stepping out of my comfort zone because I was known as the quiet one, right? So and then they all came back to me and they're like, I can't believe that voice came out of you.
Oh wow, that must have felt good.
Yeah, it felt pretty good. So one of them asked me to record a video for her of me singing The Sound of Silence, the Disturbed version.
Okay.
For her, and that was stepping way out of my comfort zone because I've never done anything like that for anybody. So not only did I record it for her, but I also shared it onto my Facebook page today, and a lot of people liked it. So,
oh my god,
she did a damn good job.
I did a good job.
Broke out of her comfort zone. She just had to forget these walls. That's awesome. Like that is a good song too. The Sound of Silence. Like it's one of those songs that like catch you regardless of where it is. There's a couple other songs like that just kind of lull you. So that's awesome.
I saw them live, and it gave me chills when they played that song. It was so beautiful.
I put Zombie up there with that too.
Yeah.
By the Cranberries, I think it is.
Yep.
Yeah. So. All right. Okay. We're here at Candid Conversations, episode 81. I gotta upload this to my Spreaker when I'm done. After I download this, it's gonna make it to the Facebook. This might be one of those sacred episodes that you have to look for to find, but I want to make it available for everybody because I want them to experience the shock that I did when, I do. Like, that's why I have I gotta plug it. Culture Shock. Culture Shock. We are the product.
There we go.
He's so smooth with all of these, usually it's like a hard left and people are like, by the way, a word from my sponsor. But you just slide it right in there.
I try. It's you know what? As years of just seeing people do it, and it's just like, okay, how do I do it in a way that no one else is doing it? So that's just, you know what I mean? I remember one episode I had a guest on there, and I was talking, I think it was Ryan the Rapper. He's out of Top Flow Mafia. Top Flow Mafia is one of the sponsors of Culture Shock. So I was on the phone with him, and we were talking, and then I'd say something, but then I'd slide the name of his, so I'd say something along the lines of, oh, well, looks like the air's going dead. Time for some funeral music, and funeral music was the title of his song. So then I'd play that, and then the song would play, we talk for a little bit longer, and then I'd say, I basically segue to the song by using the title of the song in my sentence. It gets pretty tricky after a while, so.
Hey man, that's an art form.
Yeah, definite. It's almost like, it's like, I want to say that sometimes these words and the way we use them could be like a second stage and then transition into your song. I really like the way this started, so I'm going to start it again. Hold on. That was just too epic. One more time. Yes, okay. All right, I'm going to let it play now.
Okay.
The weight. Like, you're all playing so in sync. It is epic, bro. And it's how it comes in with the like.
A little girl waits in line for her turn to go on stage.
Yep.
She's been practicing for weeks now. She's singing Turn the Page. She goes up and sings like there's no one watching. The crowd cheers and yells. But a bully stops her just outside, for he has his license out. That was terrible, he says to her, you should never sing again. And she takes those words to heart, because she chose to let them in. Despite leaving him behind, she will eventually be alright. She won't need his approval, so she can't sleep at night. She
This is...
Makes me wonder how many girls have a story just like me. Letting their lives be controlled by hateful words, tainted with jealousy. They hook a rope onto our stars and try to pull us down from the sky. Because they know they cannot do what we do, no matter how hard they try. Birds are tall and they like stones, but my bones will never break. They can steal my notes and use my voice, but my soul they can never take. Despite leaving in the light, she will eventually be alright. She won't need his approval, so she can't sleep at night. She can do this on her own. There's a place for him. Sit back and burn with envy. She proves what she can win.
That was a nice lick right there.
Oh yeah.
This one, I'd like to see y'all perform this one.
You can do that.
I'd like to see you guys perform this one.
It's a fun one to get into.
It's like, yeah.
Despite giving him the light, she will eventually be alright. She won't need his approval, so she can sleep at night. She can do this on her own, but there's a place for him. Sit back and burn with him while she proves what to wear.
That cut so smooth. Oh man. Okay. That was Second Stage by FX May Vary. I just... This is why I do this shit. This is why I do this, because like I said, what, like, my first company, Exposed the North, was built to highlight art and talent that goes overseen or unseen because everybody's looking at America. You know what I mean? So to know that I'm able to work with artists that are developing or even have developed their sound, or, you know what I mean? It's good. It's just a good feeling to see the arts as they develop. You know what I mean? So I want to thank you guys for sharing that with me, because you didn't have to, but you did. So, you know what I mean? That's awesome. And there's more music coming from FX May Vary. Like, when can we expect to see more? Do you have a timeline? Is this just...
Yeah, we got a rough timeline here. So we just got the first draft of the master for our newest track back from my uncle, who's our sound engineer. Shout out to Peter Harris. He is he's been a great help to us with getting these first few recordings done. And so we just got that first draft back this week, and we're hoping to have the audio finished and like completely ready to go by the end of this month.
Right.
And then by mid-March have the video shot and edited and done and ready to release.
Okay. Well, if you would like to visit us again with that, I would be more than happy to host you. Yeah, we could load the video up into the Restream player and then have a live feature as well.
Absolutely.
Yep.
And then we could talk about putting that video also on the Share the Shock website, because like I said, I want to highlight the talent that I come across and give them at least an opportunity to you know what I mean, get a further reach kind of thing. So I think we might have someone joining us soon. I'm not sure. He is our resident AV. Oh, okay. He is our resident AV tech.
He can hop on if he wants.
Yeah. By the way, by all means, Jay, come on in and let's get this. There we go. Let's get this going. Okay. Oh, gotta unmute his mic. There we go. All right. How you doing, bro?
Eating dinner.
Okay. What's on the menu, fam? I thought that's for our potluck podcast. Hold on. No,
I'm having New York steak strip with baked potatoes, sautéed whole mushrooms, and a nice cilantro garlic oil with a little balsamic parmesan.
Dude, you're killing me.
What'd you do?
Sounds delightful.
I had Hamburger Helper. Where's
No, Hamburger Helper is the truth. Don't even play.
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying it's not as good as steak.
No, you're right. I think I might, I'm sitting here and just like, well, I just have a McDonald's burger here. I got steak in my freezer, though. I should take some out. But that's one thing I've never been able to cook properly. I don't know why. It's either really.
Mine's easy. It's bloody.
There you go. Yeah, that's the great thing about steak is that it's so versatile. Yeah, you can have it like almost raw and still be perfectly safe and delicious, or you can have it cooked till it's leather and still somehow be edible to some people.
And get a good jaw workout because you're going to be chewing forever.
Exactly.
I like mine medium well or well done. I'm sorry. It's just.
Oh, no. Oh.
Yeah.
Well, anything over rare is garbage.
Today, Dave.
You can burn that motherfucker and give it to me. I'll eat that shit. But I see one drip of blood. I'm just like, nah.
If I stop my steak and it's not crawling, I don't want it.
So you're a walking through a warm room kind of person?
Cut it off the cow and keep going.
Cut it off the cow and keep going. Oh my gosh. So Jay, you said you had a question for FX May Vary. What's going on?
What did you use for the tone?
Which tone? Like the overall or specific
Guitar
instrument? Guitar tone? I'm not exactly sure which pedals our guitarist has. I know he's got a Black Star amplifier. He's got this really old white Epiphone Les Paul, like the cream white one from back in the day. And the funny thing about how we get some of the tones that we use in our songs is that the one of the pickups doesn't work properly.
Oh shit.
So he through some sort of guitar player wizardry uses that to manufacture a tone that is unique to him.
Okay. So yeah, he said he'll be in and out. All right. So that was his question. That's awesome. Anybody else? Do you guys have questions in the chat here? What's going on? Okay, I got this. Like, come on, these Twitch bots. You guys, come on, guys. Come on, let's be serious. We don't want like, are you even gonna spell famous properly? Like, come on. It's so like, look at this garbage. Like, come on.
Yeah, there's two of those.
Yeah,
you gotta buy followers, man.
Yeah,
it's the only way.
It's like one of those like Facebook games where like, we don't want you to actually play. We just want you to pay for all of the stuff that you're gonna.
Exactly.
like, come on now. Let's be serious. Like, who's gonna in the middle of a show? You want me to buy an ad and shit? Like, bro, I'm gonna have to go for my credit card and all of that shit. Like, come on. Let's be serious. Let's see if I can type in the website www.facebook.com. So that they can catch you on here. FX may vary. There you go. There you go. So you'll be able to click it you should be able to click it. No, you can't click it. Well, you'd be able to click it. I can't click it. But, check out facebook.com/FX may vary. Yes, they are. Oh man, they're developing a sound that could change the way you hear music. Because if you really honestly speaking, if you were to decide to say, hey, you know what, I feel like singing opera over metal, you could just do that. No one would be how many people can say they could do that shit? I mean, I can.
Not me. I can't.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's a gift because the vocal range that you have to have and the depth of tone, and I know you're humble over there, Charlotte, but don't sleep on your voice either. No. You have a sound that I can't quantify, so that means it's original. If I can't compare you to somebody, I was gonna say, oh, she sounds like, and then I listen and I'm like, no, she don't sound like nobody. She sounds like herself.
I get that a lot, actually. There's been a bunch of people who are like, I have it on the tip of my tongue. I know who you sort of kind of sound like, but I can't think of them right now, but you sound like almost somebody. Not quite. But...
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Exactly like that, too. Almost. It's like close, but I can't. It's I got, you know what I mean? I couldn't even say there's, I was going to say Amy a little bit, and then I was going to say, Avril a little bit, and I was going to say, I don't know. It's a unique sound, so, keep developing it, run with it, because, like I said, I want to be one of the guys that say, hey, yo, look at them now. I had them on my podcast.
Of course we'd come back.
And you'd be more than welcome to. Definitely more than welcome to. I have there's a handful of artists that I work with on a regular basis that have blessed me enough to come through when they have a new release or something like that, and they'll let me play it on my show first sometimes. So it's an honor for me when people musicians and creatives actually, appreciate what I can do for them. I'll never tell anybody I can make them rich, but I'll always tell them I can save them a couple bucks here or there. So, you know what I mean? This is a great experience that I'm glad that we could share with, you know what I mean, the viewers and your fans and, some of the people that tolerate me from time to time. So, I've been questioning you for the last hour. Do you have any questions for me? I like to flip the script from time to time and, you know what I mean, let the floodgates open for any questions. Then don't pull any punches, because really we only got one life to live, so we might as well live it to the fullest.
I didn't prepare questions. I didn't know there was a quiz.
Yeah.
Can't control F on this online test.
No.
All right, Dave. How long have you been in the music scene?
Okay. Music as a whole, the first note I played was on a trumpet when I was 8 years old. So I'm turning 37 in July. So that's about 29 years that I have been making music as a whole. As an engineer, I've been doing that since I was 13. So call it 18 years. No, not 18. Sorry. 27, 28 years. No, 24 years. So 24 years I've been engineering. Podcasting I've been doing for the last 7 or 8. Yeah. It's fun. It's definitely fun. I had a lot of influence in my family growing up. One of my aunts played the flute. One of my aunts played the saxophone. I think another one of my aunts played the trumpet. And I didn't play the flute because of stereotype. I'm not gonna lie, because me at my size playing a flute, who the hell does that? So I kind of let like that get into my head, but then I was like, okay, saxophone or trumpet, you know, it's a decent sized instrument. I can get a nice set of tones and range here. So yeah, those are some of my guilty pleasures, if you will.
Nothing guilty about the saxophone. I played it myself.
Yes, awesome. Baritone, alto, tenor.
2 years on tenor sax.
Okay, yeah, it's a good one.
I think I still have it kicking around somewhere.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I have my alto kicking around, but one of the keys is broken, and I brought it in to get it fixed. They're like, it's $1,100 to get it done. I said, you know what? I'll just buy a new one. Thanks. I'll keep this one as vintage.
Yeah.
Oh my
What
goodness!
the hell?
$1,100 to fix one key.
One key.
We got to go over the whole thing. This is too far gone. No, it's not. You just want more money than you need right now. I ain't gonna do it. So,
Yeah, you could buy a whole new saxophone for less than that, can't you? Like,
you feel me though? Like
Depends.
$800 for a brand new saxophone. I'm gonna pay $1,100 to fix one. Because I have stupid written on my forehead. No, it's
but it's got the sentimental value, Dave.
I mean, I can't really talk. That's how I feel about my car. It's like, you know, every time I bring it in and they're like, oh, this is going to be $900. And I'm like, okay, here you go. I love this car. I can't. Like,
yeah,
just take my money and fix my baby.
For my car, yeah, I'll do that shit. I drive a Jeep, you know what I mean? Like, that's understandable. But, like, for an instrument, I don't know. Do I see it if it's more than a car payment and I'm not paying for a car? I just call me cheap, call me cost effective, whatever. I don't know. That's my. I have tears. It's like, okay, is it more than a cup of coffee? Do I spend more money on a cup of coffee? Do I spend more money on weed? If I spend more money on weed, then I'll probably, that is definitely something I should buy. Is it more than a car payment? I don't know. I'm gonna have to hold off on that still, because I still gotta pay for the car.
Well, the way I think about it is like, do I need this or do I want this? Because most of those wants are like, I could probably hold off on that.
Yeah, I wish I could think like that, but remember, I'm a male. I don't. I need everything that I want for some reason. Especially if it's technology. Oh my gosh, I need to block Amazon from my life.
Oh God, I know what you mean,
bro.
If I could turn my computer around so you guys could see my gaming computer setup, like, it's beautiful. It's
oh gosh. Yeah. That would be. Oh my goodness, I'm telling you, it's just, and that's the thing. It's like I avoided it for years. And then I got into it. And once I got into it, I was stuck into it. I was stuck. I'm like, what do you mean I don't have to go nowhere? You're going to bring it to me? And it's affordable? Yeah.
Sounds like a win-win.
Christmas shopping got so much easier. Bro, for my little introvert self, I don't have to go to the mall anymore? What?
Yep. What do you mean? I even, I'll fuck around and, I don't know if you guys heard about Wish or,
oh, God.
Oh, we've heard some bad things about Wish.
I've experienced some bad things about Wish.
Yeah, I'll give them credit for their return policy, but, their shipping times are terrible.
Mm-hmm.
But, I use that sometimes, and I'll send, little trinkets or little gifts to, different family members and stuff like that, just because they live so far away from me. By the time I get up there to see them, it's just like, okay, here you go. By the way, it's probably not relevant right now, but,
It was when I bought it for you 2 months ago.
Exactly. Worse is when they buy clothes for my daughter. Especially with the pandemic now, I can't go anywhere to pick it up. Normally I go up to Toronto, at least 3 times a year. Sometimes 3 times in a month. But I haven't been able to get down there, so... And my daughter's in her growing stage. So my mom will buy some for her, like when she's 9, for example. She's turning 11 next week. So my mom bought something for her when she was 9. Didn't get to see it till she was 10, because it was in the later half of the year. So and then by the time she got it, this was like it caught her like part like she's wearing it and it's like right here on her and shit, and I'm just like, I feel so bad because like you should have got it when it could have fit you, and I wasn't able to go down there. By the way, she made me these. I have to let people know. This one's the Tide Pod one that she calls it because it has orange.
Don't eat it.
Yeah. No, exactly. And this one's to keep me humble.
Pink is a very, very nice color.
Yeah,
not on me, but pink is a great color.
I find it brings out.
Hey, I look great in pink.
Hey, man, real men wear pink straight.
Exactly.
I said it before. I got married in a pink shirt. Actually, it was like I had a white suit and I had a pink shirt with a pink boa, pink and white boa. Actually, I am very outlandish from time to time.
That sounds like an incredibly badass outfit.
You know what? It kind of was. Still, it was hot as fuck because it was summer.
Well, hey, then it's good you were in white.
Yep, but it was definitely a good one. Got to shout out my wife-inger. By the way, yesterday was the first time that they heard the term wife-inger on Ask Bucket Podcast. Yeah, I use the term all the time because, like, she managed me before she married me.
Oh, I get it.
the man in jive, but that sounds weird.
That does sound weird.
Yeah, the man in jive. Well, that sounds like some kind of Lord of the Rings character or some shit like.
Yeah,
some weird illness.
The doctor comes in. They're like, "I'm very sorry, you have the man in jive."
But will I live until death do you part?
That's great. Oh my goodness. Yes. So we went with wife-inger because it just works. You're right. They were just saying how, like, if we were saying man in jive, it would kind of sound like a disease or something. Yeah. Oh my goodness. But Charlotte, you didn't ask a question, so by all means, have you thought of one?
Can I be that person and ask you? You have a cat, right?
No.
You don't have a cat?
Oh.
You mentioned cats. So I was going to be like, what's your cat's name? What sex are they? What color are they? But you don't have a cat, so.
No.
Oops.
I used to have a cat. It was a black cat. My mom hated it because she's superstitious. So.
Black cats are the best. They're little house panthers. You can have just a little tiny panther that lives in your house.
Exactly.
Who wouldn't want that?
Exactly. That's what
and then it stares at you from inside of the void and demands chicken.
Yep.
Okay, so I'll ask you a proper question. Who is in your opinion the most interesting person that you've ever interviewed?
Ooh, boy. Interesting, polarizing, or controversial?
Ooh, let's go.
Yeah, let's. Okay. Interesting.
I vote for controversial.
I vote for controversial too.
Go for controversial. Okay. Last week I interviewed Sherry Darlene, who is the founder of a social activist group called Justice for Black Lives. She is focused
Black Lives Matter.
Yes, she is focused on the Black agenda and so like the racial inequalities that occur across Canada. So we were talking, and she is very blunt. Like it's her like. I even feel so like I'm hesitant to say because she speaks in such a strong way.
Yep.
Like. But she was talking about how, and please don't take this the wrong way, I shouldn't have to preface this, but she was talking about how, like, white people have to better understand their contribution to the whole racist situation. But she was talking about it in a way that she understands it's not all white people that are contributing to it, but we need to work with more white people in order to have them speak up when we're not able to as Black people. Mm-hmm. So like, I mean, like that's basically it. But like, even saying the term white people is just like, oh no, please don't take it as a. I don't mean anything by it. It's just, you're white people, and I don't even. What are your backgrounds? Let me not assume. Let me not assume.
Just because I have a little bit less melanin than you do doesn't make us any different.
Exactly. And, that's exactly
I am a passionate ally for the Black Lives movement, Black Lives Matter movement.
Okay. That's awesome.
Yeah,
even though I am English and Irish.
I watched that episode last week, and that woman is a lion. She is amazing.
Oh my god, she's the only person. I've done 83 episodes of this podcast, but 2 of them didn't get calculated. I've done 220 episodes of my Terrell Effect podcast. I've done 60 episodes of the Tough Talks podcast, and I've done 60 episodes of the Daddy Daughter Time podcast. And of all the podcasts I've done and all the people I've interviewed, she has made me the most nervous.
Honestly, I was on the other side of a screen. She couldn't even see me. And I was like, hey, whoa, hey.
Yeah, and you asked a very good question. And I appreciate the question that you asked, too. That was a very good question.
Yeah, she gave a genuinely, amazing answer. So
Yes. I got to shout her out. Sherry Darlene, Justice for Black Lives, Niagara. Oh, man. Justice for Black Lives, the number 4, not the word 4. Justice for Black Lives. Reach out to her if you're looking for an advocate or you're looking for a mediation service because you're dealing with conflicts in your society. But you know what? I got to do this because we were getting a little too serious. Let's play a commercial for what's happening this Saturday.
Get high and elevate. Get high and elevate. Oh no. Different city or wherever state. My name Ringo Halloway. Kill a beat, premeditate. Rotary, remedicate. Get high and elevate. Hey.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh, last year this time I did not have commercials.
I was just jamming over here. I was like, ooh.
Yeah. That instrumental was actually
thinking about.
Bro, it's right here. I'm just.
No, I was going to say I was thinking about meditating.
Well, that's how I meditate, so don't worry about it. Oh my goodness, this has been a great time topping it up with y'all. So is there anybody you want to shout out? Anybody you want to make mention of? Anything like that?
Go for it, sure.
So we definitely have to give a great big shout out to Hot Apollo. Because they're the reason that we're here. So thank you so much to Hot Apollo for thinking of us, and this has been an amazing opportunity.
Awesome. Okay.
And I'll also, once again, I'll shout out our sound engineer, Peter Harris, family member of mine, but he's doing a lot of great work for us for the family discount, as it were. And also shout out to Screams Media, who collaborated with us for our most recent photo shoot.
All right. Well, I gotta do the quick rundown here. So we have been watching Candid Conversations. This is episode 81, brought to you by Expose the North. Candid Conversations airs Wednesdays at 6 p.m. You can also look for Daddy Daughter Time. That happens on Fridays at 4:30 as soon as my daughter is willing to put up with me. We also have Tough Talks with Tilly and the Block this week as we talk on our sports combat episode. I believe it is our prediction episode prior to the Elimination Chamber, where Tilly will have to defend his Tough Talks title against yours truly in a prediction episode. And then we have the Terrell Effect, which effects may vary, will be appearing on in June 19th. I believe we have scheduled. So
absolutely,
yes, we might bump you up a little bit. we're moving a couple of things around, so we might
Okay.
bump you up a bit if you're available, and then we'll see how things go. But yeah, so tune in to Candid Conversations every Wednesday and soon to be Saturday possibly. Yeah, there's a lot of things happening that are just happening, and we just got to ride the wave. So, what else do I want to say before we go? I got to shout out Dispel Music. I just got their album special. If you go to dispelmusic.com, they have a free EP if you sign up for their newsletter, as well as they have a really good price on their discography. I believe it's $9.99, and you get 3 albums. So that's pretty good. Expose the North. We go there and beyond. Be sure to share the shock at sharetheshock.ca. Donations are welcome at sharetheshock@gmail.com. And remember to look up FX May Vary on everything, but start with Facebook. Type their names into the other stuff so they can get the traction, and then yeah. So, is there anything you guys like to say before we end the stream?
Thank you so much for having us. It's been a pleasure to talk with you.
Oh man, I'm humbled by your presence and appearance.
Yeah, for my first interview, this was
Your first interview?
this is my first interview.
You did amazing for your first interview.
Thank you.
Way to go. Way to go. 'Cause, yeah, man, you did good. We'll talk a little bit behind the scenes. But yeah, for Charlotte, for Charlotte and Kyle of FX May Vary, this is the block saying for Jay, who's in the background, bless up. We out.